What if I told you there once lived a woman so beautiful that kings bowed, traders begged, and rich men threw away their fortunes just for one night with her? A woman whose smile could break kingdoms, and whose waist beads jingled with a power no one could resist. But behind her beauty was a secret, a curse so dark that every man who touched her lost everything: his wealth, his family, even his mind. This is not just a tale of beauty. It is a tale of desire, betrayal, and destruction. Stay with me, because what you're about to hear will shake you to your core. Once upon a time, in the mysterious town of Umureke, there appeared a woman whose past no one knew. She had no parents, no family, no story. She seemed to come from nowhere, and yet, the moment men saw her, they forgot to ask questions. Her name was Nanya. She was radiant, her skin glowing like morning sunlight, her eyes sparkling like the brightest stars. When she walked, it was as if the wind itself carried her. But what made her unforgettable was not only her beauty, it was the waist bead around her hips. The bead jingled softly as she moved, a sound so sweet and mysterious it made men's hearts beat faster. They didn't know why, but something about it pulled them in like moths to fire. The men of Umureke whispered, "Who is she? Where did she come from?" But no one had an answer. Every day she walked gracefully through the town, her waist bead singing its quiet song. Men spent their riches to win her attention. Nanya would smile, laugh softly, and let them take her out. But she had one rule. Whenever a man wanted to be with her, she never allowed him to remove the waist bead. "Why not?" they asked. Nanya would smile, brushing her fingers along their cheeks. "Because it makes me sweeter," she whispered. And the men believed her. The first man to fall was Oba, the richest trader in Umureke. His warehouses were filled with gold, spices, and fine fabrics. His mansion was the grandest in the land. But the day he saw Nanya, all his riches meant nothing. He sent her perfumes, silks, and jewels. She returned them. He sent more. Still, she refused. Restless and sleepless, Oba finally went to her himself. "I will give you anything," he begged. "Anything?" she asked with a sly smile. "Yes, anything. Then take me home." That night, under the silver light of the moon, she lay in his mansion. Oba reached for her waist bead. "Take it off," he whispered. "No," she said softly. "It makes me sweeter." And Oba believed her. By morning his empire was gone. His warehouses burned in flames. A storm destroyed his mansion. His wife left, taking the children. In 2 weeks, Oba, once the richest man in Umureke, was reduced to nothing but dust and shame. The next victim was King Ejima, ruler of Umureke. He had wives, warriors, and treasures. But when he saw Nanya at a palace celebration, the drums slowed, the air shifted, and nothing else mattered. "I must have her," he declared. He sent messengers with gifts of gold and jewels. She refused. "Tell the king," she said, "if he wants me, he must come himself." And for the first time in his life, the king begged. He walked to her house and humbled himself. That night, under the golden roof of his chambers, he reached for her waist bead. "Take it off," he commanded. "No," she whispered. "It makes everything sweeter." And the king believed her. But within days, disaster struck. His chiefs betrayed him. His warriors fell sick. His treasures vanished. His people turned against him. The once mighty king fled into the forest, crownless and broken. Then came Keen, a wealthy banker with a beautiful wife, bright children, and servants who bowed at his feet. But in the town square, he heard the jingling of beads. He turned, and there was Nanya. He forgot everything. His wife, his children, his wealth. He only saw her. That night he lay with her. He touched her waist bead. "Why not remove it?" he asked. "No," she whispered. "It makes me sweeter." And Cain believed her. The next morning he was accused of stealing millions. fired, disgraced. When he went home, his wife left him. His children followed. His mansion was empty. In 1 week, Keen lost everything. By now, the whispers grew louder. Men who touched Nanya lost all they had. But still, they did not stop chasing her, because when she walked past, when her beads jingled, when she smiled, no man could resist. And yet, her deadliest victim had not yet come. 17 men had already fallen. Some lost their fortunes. Some lost their families. Some lost their minds. The elders whispered, "This woman is a curse," but men still followed her. Then came Bulus. He was not like the others. Bold, arrogant, and fearless, he had married 15 wives, and all 15 had left him because of his unfaithfulness. Yet he did not care. When he saw Nanya, he did not send her gifts. He did not bow. He simply walked up to her and said, "I want you." Nanya tilted her head and smiled. "Then have me." That night she lay in his home. Candlelight danced across her glowing skin. Her beads jingled softly as she leaned into him. Bulus ran his hands across her body until he felt the beads. They were cold, smooth, and strange. "Take it off," he said firmly. Nanya smiled sweetly. "No, it makes me sweeter." But Bulus was not blinded like the others. His eyes hardened. "No, take it off." For the first time, Nanya's smile faltered. She leaned close, whispering, "You will enjoy it more with it on," but Bulus didn't move. "I don't want you if you cannot take it off." She rose quickly, hiding the fear in her heart. "Maybe another time," she whispered. But Bulus seized her wrist. With one hand he grabbed the beads. "Stop!" she screamed. With one brutal pull, the beads snapped. They scattered to the floor. A scream ripped through the night. Nanya's body shook violently. Her skin burned as if fire was inside her. Her eyes widened with terror. She clutched her stomach, gasping, trembling. Something had broken, something far deeper than beads. She burst from the house, naked and screaming. The people of Umureke rushed out. They watched as she fell into the dirt, clawing at her skin, pulling her hair, screaming words that were not her own. "I was nothing," she wailed. "A poor girl. Hungry and alone. I went to my grandmother, a woman of spirits, a witch. She gave me this bead. She told me every man who touched me would lose his fortune, his blessings, his strength. 21 men, then I would have all the power in the world. And Bulus was meant to be the last." The crowd gasped in horror. The secret was revealed, but Bulus had broken it, and her reign was over. The people of Umureke stared at her in silence. She knelt in the dirt, trembling, her once glorious beauty shattered. Then a woman bent, picked up a stone, and whispered, "You ruined my husband." She threw it. A man lifted another. "You destroyed my brother." He hurled it. One by one, stones flew. Anger that had been buried for years erupted like fire. Nanya screamed, begged, wept, but the people did not stop. Stone after stone rained down until her body fell still. Her once glowing skin now lay lifeless in the dust. Beside her, the broken beads glimmered faintly in the moonlight, powerless forever. But even in death, there was no peace. The men she had destroyed remained broken. Oba never regained his wealth. King Ajima never reclaimed his throne. Kenny never saw his family again. The curse had taken what it wanted and gave back nothing. All that remained was her story. Parents told it to their children as a warning. They told their daughters never to envy false beauty. They told their sons never to chase desire that blinds. And on quiet nights, when the wind blew through the trees, some swore they still heard it, the faint jingling of beads in the distance. A reminder, a warning, that not everything that glitters is gold.